Hey guys, welcome back to the Wild Wrestling channel. I am your host, Seth. Today, I'm going to give you guys my top 5 matches from WWE Wrestlepalooza and AEW All Out. So let's hop right into the video. Play the intro. At number 5, we have Jon Moxley versus Darby Allin in a coffin match. This match started off hot it had such a heated feud going into it, and it started off hot with Darby attacking Jon as he was making his way to the ring. They fought all throughout ringside and through the arena to get to the ring, with Darby biting Jon and bloodying him up and everything. And this just had a lot of cool offense. There was that cool suicide dive that Darby did into Jon Moxley into the casket. And there was so much cool stuff here, as there was the body bags, those pipes, like they were hitting everything. Jon was hitting had a Death Rider on the casket. They were just doing everything they could to each other, absolutely destroying each other. And the ending was cool when Pac returned to AEW, taking out Darby with that crazy razor's edge to the outside, where it looked like Darby literally was dead. They body bagged him up and put him in the coffin to win the match. This match was just really good to me. The Pac return was awesome, and the action and the crazy spots were really cool. So I'm putting this at number 5. Next, we have AJ Lee and CM Punk for Seth Rollins and Becky Lynch. I know, Wrestlepalooza was pretty trash in most people's opinion, and they didn't really enjoy the show. Me personally, I didn't really think it was that good either. It didn't catch a lot of my attention. This was the only match that I really thought was actually pretty decent. A lot of people thought it was overbooked, annoying. I personally liked it because it was AJ Lee's big return. I think they needed a good match here. And I didn't think it was the best, but I did think it was probably the best match on the night in my opinion, and I didn't think it was too bad. There were a lot of cool spots in here, like that crazy announce table spot, and just the hot tag once we got AJ Lee in, the double submissions, the double finishers, all that stuff was really cool. And AJ and Punk winning was definitely the right choice here. So even though Wrestlepalooza wasn't that good, this is the only match I think could make this list. I think this match still wasn't that bad, so I'm putting it at number 4. At number 3, we have Konosuke Takeshita versus Kazuchika Okada versus Mascara Dorada in a 3-way match for the AEW Unified Championship. Throughout the rest of this list, it's all AEW All Out. The show was so good. I'm really happy I got it and watched it. This match was so cool. There were so many crazy spots. I mean, the spot to me that's going to replay in my mind over and over again is when Mascara Dorada hit a double Hurricane Rana off the top rope. Literally was able to get his legs around both guys and hit a double Hurricane Rana. There was so much crazy action. Mascara Dorada was flying all over the place and so many crazy dives. It was so hard hitting, and the tension between Okada and Takeshita was there. They were just hitting as much as they could with so many crazy stuff, and in the end, that crazy drop kick and a Rainmaker allowed Kazuchika Okada to retain, which was the right choice here. But this match was so hard hitting, so crazy, so awesome. To me, it's number 3. At number 2, we have the Fatal 4-Way tag team ladder match for the tag team titles at AEW All Out. Brodito, the Young Bucks, Josh Alexander, and Hector Cero, and Jet Speed put everything on the line with so many crazy spots. There was that crazy double knees on the ladder by Mike Bailey to Hector Cero. There were so many cool power bombs and spots off the ladder. Kevin Knight getting dumped up to the outside through 2 tables. Bandito hitting that crazy moonsault off the top onto Josh Alexander and Hector Cero with the ladder in his hands. The Young Bucks hitting that crazy swanton onto a ladder on Bandito. There was so much here. And in the end, Brodito winning the titles and retaining was definitely the right call here. This had so much action, so many cool spots. And the ending, too, of the Young Bucks and Jack Perry returning, but taking them out after we haven't seen him for almost a year. They were about to hit him with the BT trigger. The lights go out, and Luchasaurus returns to join back up with Jack Perry and Jurassic Express. This was such a good match, and the ending with Jack Perry and Luchasaurus was awesome, and I'm excited for the future for their tag team. But this was such an awesome match, so it's got to be number 2. And that is because number 1 is Hangman Adam Page versus Kyle Fletcher for the AEW World Championship. This match was awesome. It had so many crazy spots, super hard hitting. It was kind of hard. I was watching a lot of it, but also at the same time, WrestlePalooza started at like the same time as the main event, and I just wanted to see the opening of John Cena and Brock Lesnar, even though it wasn't a good match. It was just a squash. But from what I did see in this match, which I saw a good chunk of it, I just didn't get to see the beginning. I saw the technical, and then I saw a little bit of there, and I was kind of watching it back and forth. But the ending and most of the match was so cool. That brainbuster through the table behind the barricade, the Deadeye through the table next to the ring, and there was just so many like crazy near falls. Like there were so many dead eyes and buckshots that kept kicking out of tombstones, brainbusters. Nothing would keep these men down, and the only way Hangman was able to get the win was a second rope dead eye, which landed so poorly for Kyle Fletcher. It looked so devastating, and a buckshot lariat, which also looked really devastating the way Kyle Fletcher landed for the 1-2-3, and Hangman retained to send off the show for his second year actually in a row, because of the lights out cage match last year where he got to send off the show. But man, that was just a brutal main event. It was super hard hitting, so much action, so many cool spots, and it was an awesome match, and Hangman winning was the right choice. It was the number one match of the whole weekend in my opinion. Thank you guys so much for watching. Make sure to like and subscribe. Comment down below if you enjoyed this video, and comment down below if you agree with my picks for my top 5. And turn on that bell so you get notified whenever I upload a brand new video. And I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye, guys.